Hello everyone and welcome back to Direwolf20's Let's Play. This is featuring IndustrialCraft, BuildCraft, and Equivalent Exchange. This is episode 16, and there's a couple things I want to check out today. You can see I've been producing some more scrap here, and I'm charging up another Lapitron crystal. So let's make some more UU matter real quick. That should be almost full. I'm not quite sure how my mass producing MFSU is doing. Let's see. Yeah, he could use some more power, why not? Let's turn him on. And I'll let this guy produce some UU matter and I'll be back shortly. And not too shabby, got 4 UU matter out of that. Gonna take my Lapitron crystal out and charge him back up because I want to go back out to my terraformer. And throw another one in there and see how that has been going. We're going to let that guy charge. I'm up to 12 UU matter. I only need 14 to build something really cool. I'll probably be getting that today. So let's go check out our terraformer that we built in the last episode and see how things are working out. Okay. So I have not fueled this again since the last episode. Yeah, he's still on. But you can see some of the trees have grown, and there's a bunch of stuff starting to sprout up again because I just dropped some more power in there. So that's pretty cool. I do want to let this guy cruise for a little bit doing its cultivation thing. Very nice. Alright, so I just took my Lapitron crystal out of this little guy, and you can see it definitely added a little bit to the environment here. So now let's head back to our base and come up with something cool to make. Oh, did you see what just happened? That's why I made an extra wireless remote. I don't know if I mentioned it earlier that I actually made that, but yeah. I made an extra wireless remote. These guys do, every time you use them, lose a little bit of juice and they will eventually just die. That's the wireless redstone mod, so they don't get recharged in MFEs or anything. So that's just an FYI on wireless remotes. So let's go ahead and charge our Lapitron crystal back up. Now there is one thing about this energy generation thing back here. My mass generator, I don't like having to constantly move energy back and forth here, so I think what I'm going to do is just build a simple solar flower outside, just one, so it can constantly fuel up this MFSU, and then I don't have to constantly supply power to it. And if one solar flower isn't enough for it, I might, expand it. Obviously, the more energy I'm creating back there, the more I'm going to be, getting some UU matter. So why don't I start building that? Let's go. Okay, you guys just saw me build a bunch of solar collectors. I got 13 there, which is what I need for my solar flower. I'm going to build some bat boxes real quick. just need one of them. Okay, hopefully that's enough to get going out there. And we'll just kind of see what we need as we go. So, I'm just going to pop outside here. You know what? Just to be extra good, I'm going to grab that, some of those fiber optic cables that I've got. Okay. Run a little bit of fiber, like so. Place down our bat box. And there we go. Let me grab my EU reader real quick here just to confirm we don't have any energy loss, but I can't imagine we do. Where's my EU reader? There it is. And yeah, there we go. So again, a very small amount of power coming into this MFSU. It's going to take a while to charge it up, but at least, you know, now we're getting some more juice going in there. It'll constantly get filled, and solar power just generates over time for free practically, so that's pretty cool. So, nice solar flower. I'm going to wall this guy back up, and our MFSU will slowly charge up. So now I don't have to keep walking crystals into here whenever I want to create some UU matter. Sure, you know, it's probably good that I have the crystal option, because I'm sure I'll be creating more matter than I can fully manage with that. What kind of junk do I want to recycle? Alright, well let me go ahead and get ready to do something else for you guys, and I'll be back shortly. So I have decided to head back out and check out how my terraformer has done. And it would appear some cool stuff is going on out here. First off, it looks like rubber trees do get planted as part of the terraformer, so that's really good to know, because it really helps with rubber production. Obviously, it's not all rubber trees. You can see there's a bunch of normal trees sitting around here, but it did get me a few rubber trees. A couple rubber trees that are 1 block high, but hey, got me some leaves, so hopefully I can get myself some more rubber saplings. That's kind of nice. And I think that that's pretty good right now, Mr. Terraformer. You've done a nice job for me. So let's take this guy. Oh look, if you hit the terraformer with a wrench, it knocks out that little terraformer blueprint, the cultivation one. So there is a way to get the blueprint out without knocking out the box completely. Again, if you had just placed another terraformer blueprint in there, it would have ejected the first one. Nice. Let's take this back to our base and find somewhere else to place it. Actually, no, let's just walk around for a minute and look at what we can make. Alright guys, looks like I found a pretty decent place here. I just kind of walked a little bit away. You can almost see in the distance, way back there, is where I had placed this cultivation terraformer. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys another terraformer blueprint. So let's head home for a moment. I am going to just go ahead and place down my terraformer while I'm here. And I'll be back to charge it up in a moment. And I'm going to leave it powered off. Okay. Now, if you recall, just place your terraformer blueprint with a, something in it inside your crafting table, and you get an empty one out. So I've just reset that terraformer blueprint, and I'm gonna grab some buckets of water. What am I doing? Good question. I want to show you guys a recipe that you can make. I'm going to need some tin. Place tin in a square like so, and you get an empty cell. Now there's a bunch of things you can put in cells. I'm not going to go fully into it, but if you look on the wiki for Industrial Craft, you'll see there's like 10 different types of cells that you can make. I'm going to make water cells, and the way to do that is actually pretty easy. I just need to find some water. I'm pretty sure I've got some over here by my reed farm. See that? Just place your bucket in your crafting table next to your empty cells, and you get a water cell. Excellent. While I'm outside, I'm just going to check for some more sap. As you can tell, I've been having a lot of struggles with rubber. I haven't been taking care of my rubber supply as well as I should be. I need to plant some more rubber trees. I also need to probably put a door here or something, so I don't have to keep breaking this wall just to get inside my house through this little side door. I'll do something eventually with it. Maybe here would be a good spot. Maybe something cool. We'll see. Okay. Now, actually, I need to use that compressor. If you place a water cell in a compressor, dun-da-da-da, you get a coolant cell. Oh wait, I'm doing something wrong. Hang on. I am doing something wrong. I don't want to use my extractor. I want to use my compressor. Ha ha ha. So I'm going to let that guy run and go get another water cell. That's right, Direwolf. It's the compressor that compresses things, not the extractor. Coolant cells are used for nuclear engineering, and I was researching that a little bit to show you guys, and my head started to spin and I got very confused. So I need to do a little bit more research on nuclear engineering before I do that in this Let's Play. Maybe another episode or two. So you can see water cells becoming snowballs. That's pretty cool. I'll store this coolant cell for later. So let me get these 4 snowballs here. Anybody want to take a guess at what I'm going to be making? Terraform blueprint, snowballs. It should be pretty obvious to you guys. There we go. Place your terraformer blueprint with snowballs around it, and you get a chilling blueprint. How cool is that? Is this coolant cell in here? Drop off my empty buckets. Drop off my empty cells. And I did snag my Lapitron crystal out of my MFSU earlier while I was waiting for those guys. So, let's stick our chilling blueprint in here and charge up our MFSU. And you can see the lever's on because I'm not draining power yet. What do you say? Should we switch this guy on and see what happens to the terrain? Let's do it. Hey, snow, what's going on? Look how far that's reaching. You can even see some snow way out here. Some ice being created in the water. So you can see that terraformers have a pretty decent range. Check that out. I don't even know if that's the extent of the range. It is kind of random on where it starts converting things, but because we're hooked up to an MFSU, it should be pretty darn fast. Yeah, look how quickly this environment's changing. And look, you can even see some snow being created way out there in the distance. So we're pretty much converting this entire area into a giant snow biome. Nice. Do you see why I said that terraformers are kind of like one of my favorite toys? I mean, just look how cool that is. Now obviously I'm going to need more than 1 Lapitron crystal's worth of energy, because this guy is almost running out. Well, actually, not too bad. different terraformer blueprints require different amounts of energy to make their changes. I think the cultivation one's one of the most energy hungry. It'll still, you know, probably move faster based on the amount of energy you're giving it. I'm going to switch this guy off. Do I have my energy reader on me? I do. Switch him back on. Okay, so 512 is still flowing through here. It's cooking. Oh, see, look. Now it's fluctuating down to all kinds of different amounts. Don't ask me why that is. But basically, the snow guy is probably going to require less energy than the cultivation one, maybe. That's how it worked in IC1. I'm not sure if that's still how it works. You're probably going to have to ask one of the developers that question. So, if I get some more information on that, maybe I'll cover it in my next video here. But you can see water's turning into ice, snow's landing all over the place. Our dirt blocks are turning into snow-covered dirt blocks. Very, very cool. So I'm going to go ahead and leave this guy out here. He's almost out of power. But now we've got a nice little snow biome over where we didn't have one before. And look how far back I'm going here. I'm traveling really far, and you can even see some ice way out in the distance there. So this really does cover a very large area. It converts a massive amount of land. So with that, it's getting dark out. I'm going to pop back into my house and get ready for the next thing to show you guys. Okay, I'm heading back to my mass fabricator here. How much energy does this guy have? He's up to 700,000. I'm going to go ahead and flip the power on here because I want to start making another cool toy. I don't have quite enough scrap to produce 2 full UU matter, but I'm going to let that guy just run off power because I really want to get the next item to show you guys. So I'll be a little bit wasteful with my energy. So I'll be back once this guy creates one more piece of UU matter. I just want to point out how wasteful I'm being with my energy. I used up 700,000 energy units. It should have only cost 400,000, but I hardly made any progress here, so it looks like it costs almost $1 million to create UU matter without scrap. So I am going to go grab my Lapatron crystal and charge him up a little bit. Have any more scrap being produced here? Yes. Should be good. Let's get you guys going. Charge that guy up, throw in some scrap. There we are. We'll let him dump in. So now let's go get that other UU matter I created earlier and combine it like so. Creates an iridium plate. The only way to get iridium is by using UU matter. Very cool stuff. Okay. Next, I'm going to need another Lapatron crystal. So, let's get some of this, and some of you. I'm going to need some more copper cables. Never enough copper cables in this game. Don't quite need that many, but figured I might as well make a bunch while I'm making them, right? Grab an energy circuit here. Actually, I need 2 of them, so I'm going to need 1 more refined iron. Go ahead and make my energy crystal. Upgrade that to a Lapatron crystal. Grab 2 machine blocks, place down my Lapatron crystal, my 2 iridium plates. I forgot 1 ingredient, some glowstone. What's Direwolf making, you might ask? another one of my most favorite items that comes from Industrial Craft. Quantum Suit Leggings. Now there are two armor sets that come with Industrial Craft. One is the Quantum Suit and one is the Nano Suit. Let me find them in the recipe book here to show you guys what the recipe differences are, and then I'll explain the functional differences. Okay, so there's the Quantum Suit armor. You can see the helmet doesn't actually require any iridium. It does use a Lapotron crystal and some advanced circuits. The leggings require iridium, the boots require 2 iridium, and the armor plate requires 4 iridium. So maybe I'll make the helmet in a bit, we'll see. And here's the Nano Suit armor. You can see it only uses an energy crystal and some carbon plates, which are obviously much easier to get. The Nano Suit gives you full armor protection, and it's energy based, so as you take damage, the energy bar in this thing depletes, and you can charge it back up in a MFE or MFSU, so it's basically energy-based protection. So that's cool. The Quantum Suit is the same thing, except it has some special abilities related to each piece of armor. So I'm going to go ahead and charge up my legs there. Let that guy charge for a minute. While that's charging, I might as well go get my Lapotron crystal out of here. This guy fully depleted. I'm not sure how much energy the Quantum Suit legs use. Oh, I'm looking at the wiki right now. It says it stores up to 1 million energy units. That's a lot of energy. So, to fully charge your entire quantum set, you're going to need 4 million units of energy. But to make your quantum set, you're going to need a lot more energy than that to create all the iridium you need. I'm going to need another 14 UU matter to make the boots, and I'm going to need 28 UU matter to make the armor. So, you know, these are definitely some high-end endgame kind of items. And each armor item, like I said, stores 1 million units of energy. Oh, look at that. That's cool looking. Put my jetpack on and everything. I look awesome. So, Quantum Suit Leggings. Very cool. Work like regular armor in that it reduces your damage, except as you're walking, if you press Control, you can see I'm moving a lot faster now. So you get pretty much the ability to run much, much faster while you hold down the Control key on your keyboard. Awesome. Here's my forest, by the way. You can see where my terraformer used to sit. And if I run off in this direction, we can see how my snow biome is doing. So you can see the snow is remaining. Anybody who played Industrial Craft 1, whoa, are those snow blocks? That's cool. That is really cool, actually. Whoa, it creates a bunch of snowballs when you break them. Do those exist in Minecraft normally? I don't hang out in snow biomes all that much, so I don't know. Maybe that's a terraformer only thing. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, right. Industrial Craft 1. There was kind of a bug that wasn't really Halblocka's fault. Minecraft was not happy with snow existing in a non-snow biome in sunlight. So when you hook this thing up, it would only plant snow in the shade. So you'd only find snow sitting mostly under leaves of trees. But it looks like he's resolved that in this version, which is very cool. So yeah, back to Quantum Suit Leggings. Gotta love how fast you move. Zoom. So yeah, Quantum Suit Leggings, love them. The Quantum Suit boots, helmet, and body part, armor chest all have unique abilities as well, and you guys will have to wait until I can produce one to find out what they are. Or you can go look it up on the wiki. It's up to you. So, let's take a break here for a moment. I'm going to go get some more rubber. Okay guys, there's one more thing I think I want to build for you all, and it's not Industrial Craft, BuildCraft, or Equivalent Exchange related. It has nothing to do with any mods actually, and I'm not going to use any mods, I don't think, for it. So let me get prepared to make it. Alright, I'm kinda lying, I'm sort of using a mod to make it, but that's just because I don't want to go looking for slimes. I'm going to use Equivalent Exchange to make myself some slime balls. Let me just seal this wall up temporarily. Doing this right? No, I don't think so. So like this. redstone, and let's see here. You guys are familiar with redstone repeaters, right? Okay. Let's get to building. Now, I'm doing this off the top of my head, so I hope I don't mess it up too much. Hang on with me just a moment. Alright guys, I was going to put this in my machine room, but you know what? I don't think I can fit it with all the solar arrays over there. It's a little too big, so let's try it here. I believe I want to do something like this. If I stick something like you. No. I'm doing this off the top of my head because I've done a few of these and it's been a while. I hope this all can fit. I'm just going to leave it like this for now, why not? Okay. Now I believe what I need to do next is something like this. Place this guy in there like that. I don't know if redstone's gonna behave properly if I only put one layer there like that, so I'm gonna do something like this. That's better. Now I'm gonna go ahead, just because I don't want to have to run this long redstone cable, make a redstone transmitter and receiver. So, to do that I need a little bit more iron, a little bit more redstone. That should be good. So I've now got a transmitter and a receiver. I'm going to stick my receiver out here on this end. Let's call it frequency 10. Doesn't really matter, does it? No, it does not. Now, I'm going to probably... This is as good a spot as any to stick my... I stuck my transmitter outside. What a dummy. Receiver, frequency 10, much better. Let's give it a try, shall we? I'm gonna make this guy frequency 10. I will rewire this once I'm sure everything's working properly. Didn't work as I wanted it to. I need to reorient this. Better. Now I do need some redstone up here. And you know what? I can make this even easier, can't I? I think if I make another receiver, there is a way to do this without using mods, but I'm just trying to condense my wiring, and by using the wireless redstone mod, it makes it a little bit easier for me. receiver uses a lever, right? Yes, good. Now if I do this, will it work? Let's find out. Oh, nice. Alright, something's not working. Maybe this guy is not... I need a delay. There we go. Improve that delay. Let's try that now. How cool is that? Now let's clean up the mess I made. I don't really need these guys here. I do need to leave this here, unfortunately, but that's not that big a deal. I know, it's a little bit clunky, but hey, it's a neat little door. What do you want from me? I thought I had some stone slabs, and I do. Now I have like a little secret exit here. I can even move this guy to be here. So to 10, I believe if I put my lever here now. Nice. I can sneak outside, go do all I need. Might need to chop down this tree here. That's okay. Maybe I'll relocate my tree farm at some point. So kind of like a little secret back door to my house. And of course I could power this any way I want. So, that was just for me to have fun with. I'm going to wrap up this Let's Play, Episode 16. Hope you guys have seen some cool stuff in this one, and I will catch you all next time. Enjoy!